And it's debut in the tournament for Tanzania as they take on Madagascar, who entertained us just 48 hours ago with a 5-all draw against Senegal. It bodes well for what should be an entertaining match in a very open group, Group C. The first game being drawn, it really is all to play for. Two sides who would love dearly to be part of the semi-final lineup if at all possible. Much will depend on this result. A victory for Madagascar puts them in an extremely strong position. This is their second game of 2. It would leave them with a win and a draw, which, if it doesn't see them as group winners, it's more than likely to see them finish as the best placed second side to go through to the last 4. Glimpse inside the dressing rooms, the red shirts of Madagascar. The girls of Barriere in great voice coming into the arena. Tanzania will be wearing green and black for this game. Their arrival, no less noisy. The two sets of players have been warming up for a while ahead of kick-off. Madagascar perhaps will start as favourites. Both teams are unseeded. Madagascar go with the same starting 5 that kicked off against Senegal 2 days ago. Tanzania go with Vioet in attack, a 20-year-old who is highly thought of in futsal circles in and around Africa and Tanzania in particular.
Each side consists of not more than 5 players, a goalkeeper and 4 outfield players, as well as 9 substitutes. Teams are entitled to a 1-minute timeout in each period. A team that doesn't request a timeout in the first half of the match is only entitled
Tanzania, as I mentioned, it's their first outing at this tournament. Only Cameroon left that haven't played yet. That is a wait that won't go on for much longer either. They're playing after this game against the hosts and favourites, Morocco. Moulay Abdallah Sports Hall and Sports Complex is an impressive setup. Exactly a year ago, the Men's Africa Cup of Nations took place here. Who will be victorious this time around in the inaugural competition for women in futsal? Morocco once again the hosts. Match officials today coming from a variety of nations. We have a match official on either flank, in addition to a timekeeper. The timekeeper is Brian Nsabugo, of Uganda. Two main referees, Hussein Katimo of Angola and Malika Jahawi of Algeria. And they will lead out the two sets of players. Waiting over, certainly for Tanzania. Had to watch from afar and wait patiently for their first game in Group C. National anthems now coming up, and first up, Madagascar.
Number 6 رقم 6 كلارا. Number 7 رقم 7.
Here the announcements going out of all the players involved. There will be rolling substitutes. Madagascar will go with the same 5 that started against Senegal.
تنزانيا تشكيلة منتخب تنزانيا كابتن اوف تيم عميدة المنتخب رقم 4 نمبر 4 فيوليت نمبر 1 نمبر 2 نمبر 3 رقم 3 رجابي.
Tanzania, certainly one of the outsiders in this competition. Who knows, they might just cause a surprise. Juma there is a key player for them in the midfield alongside Fatuma Issa, certainly from the start.
Number 12 رقم 12 بانغواميني. Number 13 رقم 13 زوادي. Number 14 رقم 14 مغفور.
Only 19 years of age.
كوش كورتيس داريل ريد. Referee number 1
Shelda Mafuru, who's a very experienced defender. They need her to be on top form.
حكم رقم 2 مليكة ندى شياوي from Algeria. Referee number 3 حكم رقم 3 برايان إيمي from Uganda. Referee number 4 الحكم رقم 4.
Of course, 2 touchline referees and 1 additional for the timekeeping, and 2 assistants thereafter.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem
now,
of Madagascar.
it is the
السيدة
Madagascar
والسادة اللحظة مع
national
النشيد
anthem.
الرسمي لمدغشقر.
Now, the national anthem of Tanzania.
مع النشيد الوطني لتنزانيا.
Well, it is now time to get down to business. Madagascar looking to kick on from there. Very entertaining 5-5 draw against Senegal. Tanzania looking to make final shake of hands between the two sets of players and the match officials. Let's have a look at those starting lineups for Madagascar. Anastasia in goal. Jessica will play at the back. Franca and Clara will be the two midfield players, and Tantali leading the line. On the bench, we have Christina, the goalkeeper. Farella, Farida, Jenny, Enrico, Rondri, 21-year-old, Melina, and Larissa. Angola, Algeria and Uganda are represented as the main match officials. Captains Anastasi and Violet. Age just 20 years of age, and already a leader with responsibility. Let's have a glance at the Tanzania starting lineup. Asha Mauricio in goal. Violet, as we've just mentioned. Issa will play alongside Stuma in what will be a busy midfield. Mafuru will be the last line of defence in front of the goalkeeper. The bench. Bisa, Kaditso Junior, Jamila Rajabu, Nisha Minja, Janet Nyangali, Aisha Mununka, and Elizabeth Chenga, who is only 13 years of age, Janet Pangamwena and Zawadi. Will it be a busy afternoon for Asha Mauricio? We are now just about to find out. The waiting is done. This will be Madagascar in the red and Tanzania in the green and black. And it's been a very well-run tournament so far. The CAF Women's Futsal Africa Cup of Nations. Game number 6 is underway. With Madagascar kicking from left to right, and that will go straight through. And in the position to Anastasia. Jessica. It's a good interception by Violet. It's a very young squad that Tanzania have assembled, but they've got a fair sprinkling of good experience. Violet. It's a bad touch. Mafuru had made the run forward. Franca. Shot coming in. Footwork from Mauricio to keep it out. Kicking from Clara. It's back with Jessica. Madagascar not really able to keep hold of the ball for very long, but they might make it count here. That's a super turn, and Clara scores her second goal in the competition, and they've got an early goal here, Madagascar. They've got themselves in front, and it was a spin and a shot from Clara. It's the first time they've really strung together more than one pass. And that will delight Steve Princey Trinana. who is the coach of Madagascar. That's a great turn. Gets away, gets a shot in between the legs of Stuma. Delight for the Madagascan players. Here is the goal scorer, Clara. Clara back to Jessica. They've needed a couple of minutes to just find their bearings, Madagascar, but that goal will certainly lift them. Tanzania winning the kicking on this near side, and Stuma will take it. She's one of the more experienced players at 27. And goes for goal, and very nearly caught Anastasi by surprise. Manat Rianiani is the coach for Tanzania, Curtis Reed. Madagascar ahead early on here. And that will go behind for yet another corner. Stu might play it against Franca. And it's behind yet again for another corner. There's Curtis Reed, the Tanzanian coach. Disappointed this side have conceded so early on. Other than the goal, they've done okay so far. They haven't been able to make anything of any of the three corners taken by Stuma. Let's see if she can do any better with a kick in. The last kick in she had was turned around the post by the goalkeeper. Very nearly caught out Anastasi. Goes again for goal. It's headed up in the air by Clara, the goal scorer, the only goal so far, and another corner for Tanzania, which Mafuru will take. Turned away really well by Franca, and now the break is on. And that's decisive defending from Violet. Oh, it's done very well there. Jessica. It's Issa. It's not gone out of play. For a moment there, Madagascar stopped. It could be a costly pause. That's a really good save. Furu with the shot, the save from Anastasi. Sturmai skipping through, and it hits the outside of the post. Goalkeeper spills it. Referee's blown his whistle. The goal frame moving slightly, but that was a big chance for Shelda Mafuru. Hit the outside of the frame of the goal. Not much really she could have done from that angle as it came to her from speed from Stuma. But they've reacted well to falling behind Tanzania. Madagascar leading here by a goal to nil. On Tantelli. Tantelli, Rahia the Askamatha player. Issa. To the feet of Violet, and Stuma again down the right-hand side. One back well by Tanzania. Stuma. Issa. Seems to be the furthest back of the five, apart from the goalkeeper, of course. It's gone out of play, and that will be a throw. Kicking as they do it in futsal. And that's played neatly to the passage of Jessica to bring the ball away. No one really up there. Musho can clear. Stuma. Issa. Simba Queens she plays for. It's a neat play by Sturmer. Play for a throw. Franca. Needed to be tested, Mauricio there was. Foul. That's Tantally down. Clara's goal. At the moment, the difference between the two sides. 16 minutes to play until half-time. It's a great interception. Loves to use her feet, does Mauricio. Listen, if it works, don't criticise it. Tantally was blocked in the battle of the number 4s, and it's Violet that got the ball out towards Mafuru on the far side. It run beyond her. It did come off of Tantally last, so it will be a kick in to Tanzania. Referees wanting the ball to be played in the right place. Mafuru got the quick return from Violet. Couldn't keep the shot down. Rolled out by Anastasia. Clean sheet still intact. Conceded 5. Did Madagascar in the previous game. A 5-5 draw with Senegal. The hosts and the favourites will be in action later on. In the meantime, Minjar is on and Pagamwena is on. Immediately called into the action. The near side was Manunka. Required a save from Anastasia. Taking shot by Zawada. It's turned behind for a goal kick. Long throw. Excellent distribution. And the cross comes in from Clara. That's good handiwork from Mauricio. Manunka, 19 years of age. One of the youngsters, one of the teenagers. And it's been pulled back, and here is Manunka. Had a really good opening, good block from Jessica. Tanzania aren't here to make up the numbers. They've been very impressive so far. They might be trailing 1-0. I think it's fair to say in the 5 minutes of play that we've had so far, they have asked more questions of Madagascar than Madagascar have of them. That was their 5th corner of the game so far. Close control and the cross put behind by Tanteli. Cross by Manunka. Another corner. Zawadi across to take it. Another one of these 19-year-olds pulled back, and it's another save from Anastasia. Clinging on a little bit at the moment, Madagascar, to that 1-0 lead. Towards the area, Zawadi unable to bring it down. Franca. It's a foul. Foul apiece. Just a little shirt pull that brought down Janet Pagamwena. Sides committing the single foul. Remember, 5 fouls equates to a penalty. Work rate from Franca to win the ball back, but not for very long. Twisting and turning and getting the shot in was Donasia Minja. They've made the wholesale changes, Tanzania, but it hasn't changed the course of the game. If anything, they seem to have upped the pressure, upped the tempo even more with the new faces. Jessica gets it back from Franca, given away again. Madagascar clearing up in the air from Jessica and watched all the way back to the goalkeeper Anastasi. Chuck upfield. Manunka. He's played well there, Manunka. Change. Rondry is coming on for Madagascar. Clara, the goal scorer, has gone off. Freshen things up. And they've won the ball. Now this is where they could cause danger. Tantelli been pushed wide by Minja. Rondru. First touch for her since coming on as a sub a few moments ago. Just turned 21 years of age as Rondru just a couple of weeks ago. That's a great run into the area. Just escaped Jessica. Quickly on her toes, Mauricio to make the gather. Pangamwena. And in towards goal, it was just too high. Pangamwena with the delivery. Minka just unable to reach. This was the chance at the other end for Madagascar. Just slipped out of the grasp of Jessica. Oh, slipped behind for a goal kick. Touched on by Zawadi. They've had all these chances. Maybe now Curtis Reid is beginning to think his side needs to start taking some of these opportunities in front of goal. Tanzania still trailing. 8 minutes into the first half of this CAF Women's Futsal Africa Cup of Nations Group C match. Remember, the first game between Madagascar and Senegal finished 5-5. This has the ingredients to be a very tight group. Lost out. Here's Pangamwena. Good interception by Tantelli. Franca. It's a good ball and a good save as well. Rondry with a shot. Rondry with a shot and Mauricio with the save. Manunka. Shot that is blocked. Holding firm. Madagascar. On foul apiece. We're going to see some changes afoot. Looks like Viot and Mafuru coming back on again. We're going to see Stuma coming back on as well. Kutinzi Jr. will also join the party for the first time. Kick in for Franca, gets it back over towards the right-hand side. Look a little bit open at times when Madagascar do break, but they have quality going forward. And can they find the equaliser? Well, out came the goalkeeper, and Anastasia makes a really good block. Again, it was nimble footwork from Tanzania to get forward. Minja gets it back. Minja, can she get the shot in? Deflected down to her right. Anastasi makes another save, and she's been kept busy so far. Yes, goalkeeper doing well to get down. Wholesale changes again for Tanzania. Before Viet, Stuma and Katunzi Jr. are all on. There's one vital ingredient missing from an impressive opening 10 minutes. And that's a goal. Stuma on to take it. That was some way off target. Well, it would be a historic goal for the Taifa Stars when and if it does come. They have yet to score, of course, in this competition. It is the inaugural competition. First time out of the game is called. And Madagascar leading by a goal to nil, but their coach, Steve Princey, Triniana, won't be happy. He's the coach that's called the timeout. Kept the clean sheet intact, courtesy of some good goalkeeping from Anastasi and some vital blocks. They've only made the one change so far. Clara off, Rondro on. They've recycled quite often, Tanzania, in contrast. Issa back on for Tanzania. Issa played inside by Stuma. Issa again. Stuma. Block. Block was by Rondri. Able to keep the ball in play. Violet on the far side, the captain. And the hosts and favourites, Morocco in action later. They smashed 8 in their opening match against Namibia, an 8-1 victory. Showing no mercy. Through ball from Katunzi Jr. It's too heavy. Franca gets a Madagascar attack flowing. The yellow boots, Tantelli. Good defending. Stuma. Ushered out by Stuma. Kick in will be Tanzania's. I think the Stars have had the better of it in the opening exchanges, but trailed by a goal to nil. A very early goal for Madagascar. They have had one or two half chances on the counter-attack. Two very contrasting approaches. He's can't find a way through. Goes back to goalkeeper Mauricio. He's set again. Unable to keep the ball in play. Katunzi Jr. Some defensive work. Jessica will see that all the way back to Anastasi. He's volleyed by Vioet. Stoom up on the right-hand side, trying to force a corner, but it is going to be a goal kick. Thrown out by Anastasi. Rondru. Santelli. Can't find the right angle. That will run all the way through. And back into the possession of Tanzania. Look at that for a throw from Mauricio. All the way through from one goalkeeper to the other. Madagascar. A slow start. Strung some passes together. Got their goal and it haven't really managed to utilise their possession any better, but they did there, and it was a great pass from Rondrick. And that's a good chance from Tantelli, and the expression on her face tells you that she's just missed a really good chance at one-on-one. Lifts it past the goalkeeper, but just too high. That could have made it two now. It might have made a difference in the game. 2 fouls against Madagascar to 1 of Tanzania. Get to 5 in one half, you concede a penalty. Which is neither side wants to be dragged into if at all possible. Tunzi Jr. It's been one back. Couldn't quite keep it in, Rondri. He's kicking in the wrong position though for Madagascar. Both these sides unseeded, but there are only 2 teams in the tournament that are seeded, one of them being Morocco. The other team seeded, by the way, Senegal, who are in this group. They're seeded 78 in the world. Madagascar held them 5-5 48 hours ago in the first game. I get the feeling this might be the very, very tight group. Cleared away by the feet of Mauricio. All the way through again to Anastasi. Now Jessica. This was a way forward. That's a good interception from Stumai. Stumai, can she get on the outside? That's good work from Tantelli to stop her getting past. First half is gradually winding down. Slam back in again from Katunzi Jr. This is where they're left slightly exposed, and the shot was perhaps not going in, but not taking any chances. Mauricio pushing it away. Hit very early from Rondrick. Tips it round the post. I think it was going wide. The changes coming on in the seconds. Wadi and Pangamwena. Launch forward once more. Katunzi Jr. Ball over to the far side, just beyond Vioet. Boisterous first 15 minutes for Tanzania. I feel aggrieved that they're behind. It is a contrasting style where Madagascar are top heavy in defenders. There's a willingness to attack at every opportunity for Tanzania, which can leave them exposed. Here come the changes. Violet comes off, Katunzi Jr. coming off. Winner is back on. Zawadi is on as well. Zawadi, the 19-year-old, into the area. The back is cleared. Zawadi tries again. Not able to keep it in. The half away to our left is certainly more congested than the one away to our right. Madagascar living off of breakaways. Tanzania puffed and puffed and played some good stuff, but so far they haven't found the breakthrough. Is it going to change now? Shot on the turn from Mununka. Straight at the goalkeeper. Jenny. Rondro was booked. Three fouls now from Madagascar. Tread carefully, one more and they'll be on the cusp. Coming in, and they've finally got their goal. That was a great hit from Donicia Minja. And Minja becomes the first ever goal scorer for Tanzania at the CAF Women's Futsal Africa Cup of Nations. And it's no more than they deserve. Minja hits it, goalkeeper just spilt it through her fingers. Minja makes it 1-1. Might just shake things up a little bit. Jenny winning possession in the shake of her kicking. Rondro. It's a nice turn from her. Cleared by Pangamwena. Mununka. Over to this near side. Zawadi, only 19, very tall player. There's a presence about her that is contagious. She's certainly very rapid. It's the equalising goal. There's no sign that Madagascar have changed their approach, still looking to find success on the counter-attack. They're having to defend at the moment. Pangamwena on the way back to Minja. Is she going to go for goal again? She is! She was mighty unlucky. Knocked off a stride was Mununka. That was some hit from Donicia Minja. Almost got her second goal. Right-footed from just inside the half, and that's a very good save from Anastasi. She might have been at fault for the goal. She wasn't apportioned any blame there for that save. Excellent stop from the Madagascar goalkeeper, Jessica. And this is where they could be exposed. Minja It's a lovely pass. Oh, it's been put wide. That was a big miss. Manunka can't believe it. She just had to roll it into the corner. She had most of the goal to aim for as well. That's a really good chance for Tanzania to take the lead. Massive chance for Manunka. And the 19-year-old shoots wide. So timeout is called by the Tanzanian head coach Curtis Reid. He'll be really pleased with the way that his side have applied themselves so far.
Okay? Wewe Aisha na Zawadi Doni unakaa mbele sasa, rudi nyuma kuweka rotation, nataka diagonal. Umeelewa? Okay, itakuja. Siweka force sana kwa sababu ana counter. Anafanya counter, anapiga goli tena. Umeelewa? So, fikiri defense hata unaenda mbele. Sawa?
You see,
Sawa.
what he's trying to relate to his team is be careful, because they are dangerous on the counter, Madagascar. He's asking his team to do more of the same. They have been the better side in this first half. Just a shade under 2.5 minutes of the first half remaining. Came off a Rondry last. Rondry Malana. Zawadi. On the turn, that was a good hit as well from Manunka. The angle wasn't too favourable. Cleared away by Pangam-Wena. Long throw by Anastasi, straight from one goalkeeper to the other. Couple of minutes remaining in the first half. Slip up might allow Madagascar get forward here with Jessica quickly off the line and out of the area again. Mauricio. Santelli again, straight through the middle. Urge to turn, just run away slightly from Clara, who's back on, the goal scorer. Scooped up in the air, taken down really nicely by Jenny. Was that a foul? Down went Clara. 1 or 2 appeals, nothing given. It's a good block, but there might be an overload here for Manunka. Manunka through the legs. This is Zawadi. Header away into the final minute of the first half. Look back off Pangam-Wena. To no man's land over the far side, where possession is handed back to Madagascar. Rather like the first game in Group C, 48 hours ago that was now. Seems like 2 minutes ago, a 5-5 draw between Madagascar and Senegal. Madagascar and Tanzania all square here at 1-1. And I mentioned it earlier, this might well be the group that's very, very tight and very, very interesting. How big a game will Tanzania against Senegal be on Saturday? Out by Asha Mauricio. Back on again. Taking the shot was and that's blocked well by Tantelli. Looking to get their noses in front before the interval. It's back in. That's a great challenge. Tantelli, and the shot comes in, and it was across the face from Violet. Just pulled away. Jessica felt she might well be handling that. Goalkeeper had it covered. It was a good strike. Still wide by Mafuru. Well, the first half has been a very, very interesting one. Clara scoring very early on for Madagascar to give them an advantage, but Tanzania grew into the game quickly and stamped their authority. I think it's fair to say that they've been slightly the better side in the first half, and they deserved their equaliser. Good goal it was too. Denisia Minja, who came very close to scoring a second. We've also seen Monunka put one wide when she really should have scored at half-time at the Moulay Abdullah Sports Hall in Rabat, Morocco. It is all level in Group C. Madagascar 1, Tanzania 1, with the second half to come very shortly. I haven't seen a draw between Madagascar and Senegal 5-5 in the opening match in Group C. This was a fixture that was always going to be keenly contested for leverage in what could be a very tight group. And an early goal as well. Spinning and shooting and scoring was Clara. Madagascar ahead inside the opening 2 minutes. It was a great finish as well. Spinning and shooting across the face of goal. Great start for Steve Princey, Triniana and his team. But Tanzania soon settled into the game and had chances. This one was launched across the face from Pangongwena. Chances at both ends. This was a big miss. And Tantelli should have made it 2-0. The calm, reflective Curtis Reid has seen his side come back into the game. And that free kick diverted into the path of Minja. And Denisia Minja scoring. Anastasi unable to keep it out, slipping through her fingers for an equalising goal. It was no more than Tanzania deserved. The Taifa Stars scoring for the very first time at the Women's Futsal Africa Cup of Nations. And they've had chances since equalising. Violet just before half-time, shooting wide. All square at the break for Curtis Reid and his side. The second half to come. Both teams out from the dressing room area ahead of the second half. First half was very even. Mauricio was beaten early on by Clara. And he fought Minja to equalise. To Isa from the start. Minuet as well. Be out there from the start. Ready to get underway for the second half. All to play for this group. Effectively halfway through. You wouldn't want to call it at this stage. A draw in the first game between Madagascar and Senegal, 5-5. Both teams ahead and behind. Both teams showing the will to come back and then throw away a lead. Madagascar have thrown away a lead here. It's 1-1 at half time. So, second half is underway. And that was an early foul from Mufuru, who caught up with Franca. This is back there. On the line is Verwet. Just to give an added insurance from a free kick that looks like it's going to be taken by Tantelli. Another boots of Tantelli. Plays it sideways. Some way off target in the end from Franca. For those of you not familiar with the Marines, 2 halves of 20 minutes. The clock does stop every time the ball goes out of play. There is a time limit on the time taken to distribute the ball once it does go out of play. That was a chance for Tanzania. For Mufuru. Tantelli looks long. That's a really good header away. Excellent defending. Violet, but away. To a goalkeeper from Isa and long from Rishu. It's an interesting ball to try and offset Mufuru. Let's go straight behind it. Back to Madagascar. Slung forward. Promptly headed away by Violet. Inside from Rondro. Franca. Digging in deep to try and win the ball back, Tanzania. It's been a good start to the second half from Madagascar. Ball retention appears to have been much, much better following a 15-minute break. This is where they've got to be really careful. Ball has gone out of play, though. Just unable to keep the ball in, Stuma. Snapshot, which was blocked, and then a second shot comes in, and again, the reflexes of Mauricio to make the stop. Fura is furthest up. The ball is cleared away by the yellow-booted Franca. Franca again, Tantelli. Slips through the goalkeeper's fingers. I'm not sure it was ever going in. Shot was from Clara. It's a swing. Didn't really get the angles correct. Goalkeeper made the stop and it drops behind. Wrestling past one challenge, and this could be a one-on-one. Goalkeeper came out, Anastasia, and does ever so well. Had to commit herself early. In by Isa, lifted forward, goalkeeper's dropped it. And that was excellent defending by Clara, because Mifuru was lurking. Great ball in, caused all sorts of difficulties. Strong from Vioet. Isa, calm under pressure, just clears the ball. To touch over on the far side. Madagascar with a kick in from Clara. It's good defending again from Vioet. See, there was actually from Stuma. Vioet, Stuma, Mauricio chipped up towards the halfway line. Trying to help it on was Vioet. A run down the line which requires a save. It was hit by Clara and saved by Mauricio. Much better from Madagascar in this second half so far. Scoreline remains 1-1. Just a one foul so far in this half from Tanzania. Remember, 5 fouls. And you're off. Minjar's back on. So too is Pengamwena. Pengamwena on this near side, waiting for the ball. It almost came across as well, Zawadi. And that's a chance that almost fell at the feet of Clara. Couldn't quite get the shot away. Goalkeeper came out and narrowed the angle. Mondro in there as well as a bang to the head from Mauricio. It was certainly stretched. Tanzania, goalkeeper making another good save. Feet and hands to the rescue. The follow-up. It was hit by Rondro. Headed away by Minja. Manunka winning it, kicking over on the far side. It's Pengamwena on this near side. Just not getting the service at the moment. It's just been in acres of space. Anastasi launches it long. Promptly headed away by Pengamwena. Madagascar losing possession. Minja, that's great play for Minja. Oh, super goal. Oh, that's ever such a good goal. Manunka scores and Tanzania leads. Really well orchestrated on the counter-attack. Well, in the first half it was Madagascar that were doing the counter-attacking. But this time, Tanzania showed them how it's done and how it's done properly. Great play for Minja, and Manunka made it look easy. 2-1. That's a great goal. Manunka after 24 minutes. And for the first time in this game, Tanzania have an advantage. They're looking to build on it. Direction was all wrong for Manunka there. The 19-year-old with the goal, the Simba Queens player, who's probably still buzzing after scoring that goal. And why not? She could be in for another one here. And it would have been if Zawadi had got the ball in earlier. Pengamwena. Hurriedly cleared away by Tantelli. Tantelli, 27-year-old with the yellow boots, got the ball clear. That's a dangerous turn, and this could be 3 now. Is that a foul? Is that a penalty? The referee decides it's a foul on the goalkeeper as opposed to a penalty. Anastasi came out and looks pretty dazed in the collision with Manunka. Manunka stuck a foot out and then a full body weight took the goalkeeper down to ground, and that was a pretty hefty fall for the goalkeeper. Hoping there's nothing serious here, because she did dumped to the ground pretty convincingly by Manunka, who, in fairness to her, it was a pure accident. They won't be taking any chances here as the medics come on, and there is a delay in play. I'm pleased to say that Anastasia is up and mobile. Christina is the substitute goalkeeper warming up. Madagascar ahead very early on through Clara. Ninja with the equaliser. And then she made the goal for Manunka just now to make it 2-1 to Tanzania. 2 fouls now for them. 4 minutes into the second half, so they need to tread carefully. Ten-metre penalty is a result of a 5 foul incursion. And they are going to see a change of goalkeeper. Anastasia comes off. And it's Christina that comes on. Faranarena. Christina Faranarena on. Knocked away by Franca. It will be Tanzania to take this. It's taken quickly by Stuma. Stuma back in play. On the far side is Zawadi, who's very promising. Stuma again, back to Pangam Shoves off Tantelli, who's here, there and everywhere. Long clearance away by Marisha. Starting to get back in their stride now. Tanzania leading by 2-1, but the shot coming in, and that was not far away from Tantelli. Does take a touch off the goalkeeper. It is a corner, and Tantelli quickly back on her feet to take the corner. It's blocked. Tantelli again wrestles away into the D. And it's another throw. Can't link well with Clara. Stuma. Zawadi. Stuma again. No foul. Well, she did go down under the challenge of Franca. Earlier on today, a 3-1 victory for Angola over Egypt. Egypt's first game in the competition. It does mean that Angola, who won 5-2 against Guinea on Monday, are through Tuesday rather, are through to the semi-finals. So well done to them. The men's team made to the semi-finals last year. In the African Cup of Nations futsal. Now it's the women's turn to grace the semi-finals. Well done to them. Through before the likes of Tanzania and Cameroon, who even kicked a ball. Such is life. Risha. The time restraint. Gets the ball forward. Forceful from Stuma. Taken quickly by Larassa. Christina out to Tantelli. Tantelli, the driving force, out to Larissa. Larissa losing out. Turning well is Menja, out towards the far side. This is Zawadi. Good defending by Clara. Zawadi, 19 years of age. Manunka, the goal scorer of the second goal, 19 years of age. Reminder, they have got a youngster in Elizabeth Chenga who hasn't yet surfaced in this game. She's 13 years of age, 14 in July, on the bench. And, quite amazing. Born in 2011. This could be a number 3 for Manunka, but out quickly was Christina. Slings it long, and they're trying to turn defence into attack. Back inside by Clara. Clara's goal early on, seems a long time ago now. It's going to be a Tanzania ball. They're an exciting side, Tanzania. They've got strength, they've got pace, they've got skill. And at this stage, they are probably going to knock Madagascar out of this competition. 1 point is almost certainly not going to be enough for a best place second finish. The hold up over on the far side is because Zawadi didn't believe that the decision had gone against her there, but it has. Franca. That decision goes for Madagascar as well, but they are trailing here. Did mention it before, so there's 9 teams in this competition and only 2 of them are seeded, Morocco and Senegal. Senegal in this group, 5-5 against Madagascar, so the early indications are that the seeding doesn't give everything away. It's scooped towards goal, but too high and over. However, Morocco, who are in action later today, the favourites, 8-1 winners against Namibia a couple of days ago. They could join Angola in the semi-finals. Now a chance to leap forward with Franca. Good ball out wide. And that was a very good finish. And it's Clara again who makes it count. Smashed in at the near post. She had time, and she took it first time, and that's what caught out Mauricio. It slipped through her grasp. She couldn't adjust in time. And a second goal of the game for Clara, and we're back level. And that's an important goal because they need something from this game. Draw might just give them a chance of going through as the best placed second side. And of course, if the last game is drawn, then they could yet win a place as the group winners. That's going to be a corner. Came off for Franca last. It's going to be I was going to say, like a corner. Zawadi, not quite sure what's going on, but she's played it short. Oh, what a great goal. Minja has scored a second of the game, and you don't come much better than that. That's a super finish from Tunisia Minja. At the double. And Tanzania, who were dragged back level, are back in front again. Joy for Curtis Reed and his side. This is a great finish. Corner taken by Zawadi and played it straight into the flight path of Tunisia Minja, and she let go of it with a rasping shot at the near post. 2 goals in the space of a couple of minutes. Both have been near post efforts as well. He's sat back on for Tanzania, who've got something to hold on to again, but there's still plenty of time to go in this game. Just under 13 minutes. Franca. One thing's for sure, there's usually goals when Madagascar are involved. 10 shared out with Senegal. We've already had 5 in this game. Who's to say there won't be more? Tantelli. Clear against Violet on the far side. Violet wins the throw-in. Tunzi Jr. is back on as well. Rusha. Kutunzi Jr. Long launch for Minja. Just helped forward by Franca. Good defending once again by Tanzania. It's hard for Kutunzi Jr. Chip forward was an easy gather for Cristina. Going to find a goal again now, Madagascar. 1 point from their 2 games. Will almost certainly eliminate them from this competition. It's probably the worst if you've got the 2 games and you play first and second and not third. You're waiting on others unless you win those 2 games like Angola did earlier on today. They won't care less who takes what in that remaining group match. Madagascar shifting their way forward, but it was behind Clara. Strong challenge from Minja. Stumark goes down. Solid defending by Tantelli. Tantelli across, and as you can see there, she got the ball with an excellently timed challenge. Issa. Straight through everyone. Steve Princey, Shriniana, the Madagascan coach, not happy about something. He's been told by one of the officials to get back into his area. Tunzi Junior. Hit by Stumark, comes out to Kazunji Junior, but the ball has gone out of play over on the far side of the courts. Displaced by Franca. Vioet. 11 minutes remaining. 3-2 to Tanzania in their debut at the Women's Futsal African Cup of Nations. That goes in favour of Anastasia Katunzi Junior. Foul from behind was by Tantelli. She's been the standout player for Madagascar, Tantelli. She's given away a free kick here. Anastasia Katunzi Junior standing over it. So too for Tuama Issa. Looks like it could be Issa. It's touched back. It went through everyone. And the goalkeeper takes it at the second time of asking. It was Katunzi Junior who hits it. Wasn't a bad effort. Then it could be stretched. A shot which is wide. Over on the far side from Clara, who's on a hat-trick. 2 players out there on a hat-trick. Tunisia Minja of Tanzania and Clara of Madagascar. 2 African countries separated by ocean. The shot comes in from distance and it's dropped, and it's a good double save. And it needed to be from Christina. If they get the next goal in this game, Tanzania, there's big problems for Madagascar. Coming together there, involving Issa. And also involving Tantelli. Big clash as they got involved, and they seem to both land awkwardly as they made contact with one another. This was the shot for Kunzunzi Junior, pushed away by the goalkeeper, couldn't quite keep hold of it. And this free kick was spilt too. She pounced on the rebound. Both the medics are on. Tishari Andrea Manaladina of Madagascar, and Sapensia Njul is the medic for Tanzania. Both making sure those 2 players are absolutely fine, which I'm sure they are. Both teams have now committed 2 fouls. They've got down to 10.5 minutes, Tanzania. It was only 4 minutes into the second half when they'd committed those 2 fouls, Tanzania, and you're beginning to wonder, is that going to be a problem? Rondro is waiting to come on. Quick word from the Madagascar coach, Steve Princey, Triniana. Rondre on, so Tantelli has gone off. Okay, so free kick. Vioet is standing in close proximity with the yellow boots and the yellow captain's armband, the 20-year-old. Katunzi Junior as well. She hit the last free kick, Katunzi Jr. Can she find a gap? Lisa dropping back into her own half. Katunzi Jr. just wide. The fourth goal for Tanzania, and Madagascar's hopes are pretty much extinguished. The future in this competition is on a knife edge. They need something in these final 10 minutes or so. Goes Clara, 2 goals from her. Gives Madagascar hope. Farida. It's followed by Jessica, and out of play for a throw or kick in on this near side to Madagascar, which is going to be taken by Rondro, who is asked by the referee to do her laces up. And that's usually the quick way of doing it, tucking it in. Scoop forward by Jessica. Jessica needs to get a foot in, and she doesn't. And this could be a chance. And there is goal number 4. Stuma makes it 4-2. Tanzania open a 2-goal cushion. And their debut in this tournament is going swimmingly well. They've been very impressive. And they've got themselves a little bit of daylight between them and Madagascar. 4-2. And in on the act was Stuma, who got away from Jessica and made it count with a low shot that had the beating of the substitute goalkeeper, Christina. A salute from the smiling Stuma. And it smiles all round for Tanzania, who have opened up a 2-goal cushion. Minjar with 2. And then the goal to pull it right back. There could be one back here. They've got themselves right back in it again. They're not going to give up without a fight, and certainly Clara isn't. That's her hat-trick. It's 4-3. Hope yet. Hat-trick from Clara. And 7 goals now scored in this game. I said it before, I'll say it again, I'm sure, after this, but there are goals where Madagascar are involved. They've still got work to do in the final 9.5 minutes. Can they use that as a springboard? Played back inside by Jessica, just a bit too strong. Shot from distance, it's well blocked at the back by Minja. Clara, ball in, and it's 4-4. They've got right back into it. Franca with the final touch. Clara scored a hat-trick, and she makes that one as well. What a comeback from Madagascar. Great character from them. Franca with a touch, and it was just a touch that was required. Clara on a hat-trick, plays it across, and Franca does the rest. What a game this is turning into. We're not going to get another 5-all, are we? Four apiece. Clara with a shot, and Franca with the deflected goal. She'll take that all day long. It looked so comfortable for Tanzania, and then suddenly it crumbled. Third foul from Madagascar. Free kick, which will be taken by Janet Pangawena. Towards the edge of the area. Franca was there to deal with it. Scoop to the back post from Pangawena, and behind for a Madagascar throw taken by Christina. Franca Lets it go out. Franca again gets it back from Jessica. Forward by Rondro. Wide by Franca. Corner or a goal kick? The referee's slightly undecided. Eventually it goes as a corner. Clara takes it. A bit of confusion at back for Tanzania. Eventually cleared away. And another breakaway. Goalkeeper comes out really quickly, Christina, and she needed to as well. Quickly to thwart Arana Minja. 4-4. High-scoring draws seem to be a growing habit in Group C. A group where who knows what's going to happen next, really. Stuma. Won very well from Rondro. Rondro, can she make it count? Great save by the goalkeeper, and she held on to it well, Mauricio. Aisha Mauricio's had a good game, and she distributes quickly. Stuma pulls it back, no one really there. It's comfortable for Christina. This is opening up. Rondro. Out of play on the far side. 7.5 minutes to go. At the Moulay Abdelat Sports Hall here in Rabat. Madagascar 4, Tanzania 4. If they don't get any further in this competition, Madagascar, then they deserve a prize for being the entertainers, because whenever they're on the court, there's goals at both ends. Running beyond Clara on the far side, that will be a kick in for Tanzania. Zawadi. Scoop forward, headed back across and into the arms of Christina. It's a long way out the shot, and it was always rising over the top of Christina's bar. Well, she's got 3 goals, Clara. You can't blame her from shooting from that distance. Most of the things she's hit this afternoon have ended up in the back of the net, in fairness. Carefully rolled down the line by Minja. Have some more defending to do here. Good block as well. Reverse back inside from Stuma. Forward. Minja. Anchor was down the middle, and it was a foul on Munuka. And a yellow card for Franca. First yellow card of the game. Handed out to the goal scorer, the equalising goal just a few minutes ago. That's Franca. That is their 4th foul. They are 1 away from conceding a 10-yard penalty kick. On the agenda here for Minja. Well, she went for power. Power didn't bring accuracy, and it's high over the bar. Downfield, challenging. Goalkeeper comes out, makes another excellent save to deny Clara. Zawadi. Wiggle clear, Stuma. Zawadi again. It's good play. Coming inside, Minja. Bounces out nicely for Minja. Didn't get a left foot wrapped around the ball properly, and it's high and wide. Four fouls for Madagascar could be costly if they're not careful. Zawadi. Confirmation on the screen. Franca is the first yellow card of the game. Long ball forward. Up in the air from Stuma. The decision goes against Stuma. She's got no arguments against it. Next up, Morocco. The favourites, 8-1 winners 2 days ago. They're taking on Cameroon, who are the final team to make their bow at this competition. One goalkeeper to the other. Chested down nicely by Manunka. Manunka again! Great save by the feet of Christina. Thought for a moment there Manunka was in to make it 5-4. Good stop by Christina. Had to be on her toes and was stuck her right foot out. Deflected behind by Franca. Taken quickly, cleared away. This really is the business end of a great match. If it's a draw, then all eyes will be on the very last game, which will be Tanzania against Senegal. Winner will go straight through. That will be a knockout game, essentially. So in that respect, Tanzania will be much the happier with the draw because it lays everything in their own hands. Madagascar will be looking on in hope. It's given away. And the shot, which was off target from Zawadi. The 19-year-old is a danger, tall and quick, and she's got an eye for goal, but couldn't find a goal there. We're into the last 5 minutes now. Stuma challenging, and it comes, and the presence of goalkeeper Mauricio has been important, and Mauricio might get called into action again here. That's excellent defending by Mununka. Given away momentarily by Zawadi. Clearance upfield onto the chest of Minja. Minja being watched by Jessica. Minja gets away from Jessica, pushed away by Christina, and the shot is blocked from Stuma. Follow-up was for Mununka, but she couldn't get any joy with an opening. And back on comes Tantelli. Shot pushed away by the goalkeeper. Body's on the line for the blocks, and no block required for that. It's the first timeout is called in this second half. 4-4. The timeout has been called by Madagascar and by their coach, Stevie Prince Triniana. He'll feel that his side can go on and win this, but what they can't afford is to go on and lose it, because they'll be as good as out. Their only hope is having seen Angola win both of those matches in their group. If Morocco win tonight, it means that going into the final match, they've got a potential with 2 points of being the best runner-up. If those two final matches in the other groups are both draws, they'll have 2 points and go through. So that point is one worth hanging on to. I know it is rather clutching at straws. The defeat pretty much puts them out of the tournament. Not necessarily, because if there were draws in those other two games, then they would go through the goal difference. Get the sense it's a calm before the storm. This game has continued to give and entertain, and this is a good run from Stuma. Checked by Franca. Clara comes inside and was well stopped by Isa. Tuma Issa does well. Katunzi. Nice turn from Vioet, but then turned off court. Well, the competition is starting to hot up now. And this game has a crucial 3.5 minutes ahead of it. Vioet got the decision in her favour. It came off of Franca last, according to the official on this near side, which is Jose Katimo. It's a disappointing touch from me, so he's usually pretty reliable at her feet. It's a great challenge coming in. It was perhaps a little too heavy for Katunzi Jr. and the referee on the far side, Malika Chahawi, Algeria, awards a free kick, and that's a third foul of the second half for Tanzania to give away. Free kick, which Rondro is preparing to take. It's quickly closed down. One well in the air. It's a good flick for Katunzi Jr. They have a couple of very tall players, like Katunzi Jr., Zawadi, that are going to win those flicks like that. Stuma will take this. All the way back to Marusha. Katunzi Jr. Now Zawadi. And then fired towards goal. Deflected away. Didn't really grab hold of it as she would have liked to there, Issa. It is Tanzania who can ask more questions. Has gone for a corner. Stuma to take. Score from the last corner. Stuma can't keep it in play. Pressure is being felt down on the touchline by the two coaches. Katunzi Jr. Stuma, Katunzi Jr. That's an excellent block, and it needed to be two. Put everything into making sure that the shot wasn't coming forward there, did Jenny. Jenny again. Seen out by Fatuma Issa. Issa to the goalkeeper, Marisha. She knocks it long, straight out of play. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to play. Strong challenge again by Anastasia Katunzi Jr. Feeling the full force was Tantali. There's going to be a yellow card for Steve Princey Triniana. Something he said, the coach of Madagascar, has not gone down well with the referee. Solid challenge by Katunzi Jr. Nothing wrong with it though. Though in the eyes of Steve Princey Triniana, he thinks there should be a free kick. Now there could be a chance. Oh, it's deflected beyond the goalkeeper, and it clips the post and goes wide. That was a moment where everyone just held their breath. Was it going in or wasn't it? And it went just the wrong side of the post. Fine margin. Madagascar desperate for the win, which would put them in a really good position to win the group. Pull back to the edge of the area, cleared away. The complexion of Group C hinges on a couple of minutes play. It's 4-4. Oh, it was a stretch for Stuma. Couldn't quite reach. Franca. It's yellow boots of Tantelli, but she's given the ball away. And the shot was an ambitious one from Fatuma Issa. Minute and a half remaining. Slung forward and won well by Violet. Taken well by Mauricio from the ball that went up in the air for Manunka. Referee's whistle has gone. And a yellow card has been shown to Katunzi Jr. It was something off the ball that one of the officials saw that I'm afraid I didn't. I think it was a push. It's merited a free kick and a yellow card. Four fouls each as well, so one more foul and they will be penalised with a penalty against them. So now they've got to tread carefully in that respect. Fine margins and key moments to come. Tunze Jr. being held up by Rondro. Kicking for Tanzania, who call their timeout. I think the instruction from Curtis Reid here will be, look, if we draw this, it's winner takes all in the next game. So we'll be happy with this draw. Let's just keep it tight. Don't give away any fouls. Don't give away any unnecessary chances. He's a very calm coach, is Curtis Reid. Quietly spoken. He's polar opposite of Steve Princey Treniana, who is full of animation and theatrics on the opposition's bench just a few yards away. The draw will suit them better. Madagascar will still be in with a hope. Could still theoretically win the group because they would have a 0 goal difference. It's the best second place team. That might be enough. It's more coming together off the ball. This time it's Rondro clashing with Violet. Still going, those two. Something's been said that's upset the two of them. They are now separated. Free kick into the edge of the penalty area. Violet plays it off. Shot coming in. Violet again. It was Issa with the shot. That next shot is blocked. Issa again. A long way out for the shot from Katunzi Jr., which was well wide. 50 seconds to go. Always going wide. Rico is going to make an introduction, 17 years of age. She's going to get a few seconds at the end. She's got a chance to crown her African Cup of Nations debut with some glory. Rico plays for Disciples back home in Madagascar. Rondro needed treatment. She's bouncing back up again now. That's why she needed treatment. Rico on. Madagascar have the ball and they launch it long. Helped on by Clara. Here is Rico. Wow, she was ready to swing. Good challenge from Minja. Watch carefully back to Mauricio and out to the right-hand side. Has it gone out of play? I think it has. Not sure that Zawadi agrees with the decision, but it's been given. And inside by Tantelli. Tantelli again, she's got to be careful here. Could be an overload for Tanzania. Just about did enough, Tantelli, she's done well. And then back inside. Oh, that's great goalkeeping once again. Super goalkeeping by Asha Marisha. Well, it brings a whole new meaning to the last line of defence when you've got a goalkeeper that does that. She's 21 years of age, Marisha, and she's been excellent tonight. Came out, made the stop, quickly back on her feet. Touched out by Mununka. And the seconds ticking down. It doesn't look as if there's going to be a winner. It looks as if, well, Group C is going to be on a knife edge right the way through to Game 3 in this group. Madagascar 5-5 against Senegal on Tuesday, 4-4 tonight against Tanzania. 3 for Clara, 1 for Franca. They were ahead, but they've had to battle back on more than one occasion in the second half. Tanzania were 4-2 up at one stage. You felt that they were going to kick on, but they seemed to lose their heads for a moment. 2 goals from Madagascar, pulling them right back in at 4-4. They are in with a shout, Madagascar. Tanzania will be the happier because they know if they could beat Senegal in the next match, they will be through to the semi-finals. It's like a knockout game to them. Madagascar just have to sit and wait and hope. And you can see there that the joy is more towards Tanzania because they know it's in their hands. It's been a good performance from them on their African Cup of Nations debut. They were behind after just a couple of minutes, and at that stage you're thinking they might be in for a heavy beating, but they quickly turned it around, and they've got some good players. They took their time before they did find that equalizer from Denisia Minja, who went on to score 2 goals. They got one through Aisha Mununka as well, the 19-year-old, and Stuma scored their 4th to make it 4-2, but it's not a lead that they could hold on to. But they'll be the happier, as I say, between these two sides. They will play Senegal in 2 days' time, and they know that a victory will take it through to the semi-finals. Madagascar, as I say, will just have to sit and wait. Group C, still very much in the balance. Denisia Minja has been named as the player of the match.
What's the feeling after winning this trophy?
Speak Swahili?
Swahili?
Yeah.
Okay, you have someone to translate? Coach, maybe you can help translate. Just what's the feeling after winning this trophy today?
kuchukua hiyo trophy. Yeah, na furaha sana kwa kuchukua hii tuzo. Mungu amenisaidia.